Whistle's Secret Spring. Deep under a green hill, in a cozy little burrow lined with dry grass, lived a groundhog named Whistle. She was called Whistle because, whenever she felt nervous or excited, a tiny whistle-like squeak slipped from her mouth without her meaning to. Whistle was smaller than other groundhogs her age. Her fur was soft and brown, like cocoa powder dusted over earth. Her eyes were gentle and curious, but she always lowered them when others looked her way. Each morning, Whistle would peek out of her burrow, sniff the cool breeze, and watch the sunrise paint the grass golden. She loved mornings most, because mornings were quiet, and quietness felt like a warm blanket wrapped around her. But when other groundhogs woke up and bustled about, rolling in the sun, wrestling playfully, or nibbling fresh dandelions, Whistle would quietly slip back into her tunnel. She wished she could join them. She wished she could say good morning in her clear voice, laugh with them, and share the sweet clover leaves she found. But whenever she tried, her chest tightened, and all that came out was a squeaky little whistle. One sunny day, Whistle felt brave enough to climb out before noon. She stepped carefully onto the meadow, her tiny paws sinking into the mossy earth. She nibbled a wild strawberry and sighed happily at its sweetness. Suddenly she heard giggles from the other side of the hill. 3 groundhog sisters, Bree, Bloom and Berry, were weaving flower crowns. "Look, Berry, mine has daisies and buttercups," Bloom chirped. "Mine has violets," said Berry. "It smells so sweet." Whistle watched them with wide eyes. She longed to make a flower crown too. Carefully she picked a small white daisy with her teeth. But as she turned to approach them, Bloom looked up. "Who's there?" Bloom asked. Whistle froze. Her heart pounded so loud she thought the flowers could hear it. "Oh, it's just Whistle," Bree said, turning back to her crown. "Yeah," Berry agreed softly. "She never says anything." Their words weren't unkind, but Whistle felt a sting in her chest. She quickly scurried back into her burrow, the little daisy still between her teeth. Inside, she curled up, her tears soaking into the earth. She placed the daisy beside her pillow of grass and whispered, "Maybe tomorrow." Days passed, the air grew warmer, and the first pink clovers blossomed across the hill. Whistle woke up early as usual, but that morning felt different. The breeze carried the scent of melting snow, damp earth, and something bright and new. She peeped out and saw a robin perched on a branch, singing cheerfully. Its song filled her chest with a tiny burst of courage. "I wonder what it feels like," she whispered, "to sing like that, so clear and happy." "Why don't you try?" chirped the robin, fluttering down to stand near her. "Oh," Whistle squeaked in surprise. I can't sing. I'm too shy." The robin tilted its head. "Being shy doesn't mean you can't sing. It just means you sing in your own way." Whistle's whiskers twitched. "In my own way?" "Yes." The robin hopped closer. "Why don't you whistle your song?" Whistle took a deep breath and let out a soft, trembling whistle. It wavered at first, but then grew stronger, flowing into the fresh morning like a quiet stream. "That's beautiful," the robin cheered. "See, your whistle is a song." For the first time, Whistle felt proud of her little sound. She looked at the robin, and it seemed to sparkle under the rising sun. That afternoon, dark clouds rolled over the hill. A storm was coming. The air turned chilly, and the groundhogs hurried to gather food and fix their burrow entrances. Whistle felt nervous. Thunder rumbled in the distance, shaking the ground slightly. She saw Bree, Bloom and Berry running around, struggling to drag a thick branch to cover their burrow hole. Whistle watched, her heart beating fast. They need help, she thought. But what if they don't want me to help? What if they laugh at me for being so small? She turned to crawl back into her own burrow, but the robin landed on a nearby rock. Whistle, it called gently. Being shy doesn't mean you can't be brave. Whistle's eyes widened. She took a deep breath and scurried towards the sisters. Rain began to fall, pattering softly at first, and then roaring down in heavy sheets. "Let me help," Whistle squeaked. The sisters looked at her, surprised. Without waiting, Whistle squeezed under the branch, pushed with all her might, and whistled as she did, her whistle rising strong and clear through the storm. Together, they rolled the branch over the burrow entrance just as the wind picked up. The branch held firm, keeping the rain out. "Thank you, Whistle," Bree cried. "You're strong," said Bloom. "And brave," Berry added, smiling shyly at her. Whistle blinked, her cheeks warm. When the storm passed, the sun peeked out from behind silver clouds. Rainwater dripped from leaves, and tiny rainbows formed over the grass. Bree, Bloom, and Berry invited Whistle to sit with them on a flat rock, drying their damp fur in the sun. Bree placed a crown of daisies on Whistle's head. "You're one of us," Bree said. "Will you show us how to whistle like you?" asked Bloom. Whistle's heart fluttered. She took a deep breath and whistled a tune, soft and sweet, rising and falling like the morning breeze. The sisters giggled and tried whistling too. Their sounds were messy and squeaky, but they all laughed together. From that day on, Whistle felt different. She still loved quiet mornings and the gentle hush of dawn, but now she also loved sitting with her new friends, sharing berries, weaving flower crowns, and teaching them little whistle songs. The robin often visited, singing alongside her whistles. "Your whistle makes the morning even more beautiful," it told her. One evening, as the sun set over the meadow, Whistle sat alone for a moment, watching the sky glow orange and pink. She thought about how shy she still felt sometimes, but she smiled and whispered, "Being shy is okay, because even quiet ones have a song to share." Thank you for watching to Whistle's Secret Spring. Don't forget to subscribe for more gentle bedtime stories. Good night, little ones.